All right.
I hope he's getting paid for these things, because he's
right?
going to get used up big time.
He is. Yeah,
there's a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people on the right that just want to use him up.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we live?
Yep.
Okay. I'm refreshing. So.
Oh, okay. There we are.
Okay. Cool.
Oops.
What up, everybody? Let's do this.
What's up, y'all? Hello, YouTube.
Hello.
And to answer your question, YouTube, yes, the hood is going to stay on the entire episode.
It's a pre-answer.
Yep.
All right, you're doing your thing, Robbie.
Yeah, we're doing it. All right, let's do this. Okay.
So you each got what you've been watching, or then you got a movie or show or something, or what you've been playing.
Yeah, I haven't been playing anything really recently, to be honest with you.
I would probably talk about my game drama.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
It's pretty nerdy.
I'm all for it.
God damn, it's time consuming sometimes.
I think we should do that. Let's do the game drama after Rob's reviews.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we close off the episode with what we've been watching and what we've been playing or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, that might just kind of be my entry into.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And we've got both pose. Let's see.
Both hoes.
Okay, we're good. We're up.
Okay. Everyone ready then?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, Endless Ranters. Welcome back for episode 88 of your Endless Ranters podcast. My name is Chris. I am one of your Endless Ranters hosts for this evening. I'm joined by my fellow hosts, Robbie Spotlight. What up, Robbie?
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
It is going good. And the man with the plan is producer Manny. What's going down, old man?
What's up, people? How's it going?
That's what's up. Just cracking a cold one. Yeah.
Cracking a cold one with the boys. Yeah. I mean, why not? You got to get in the mood, set the tone.
Yeah.
Let everyone know it's time to relax, kick up your feet, enjoy some time with the Endless Ranters.
Yeah, man. You don't have to. You don't have to twist my arm. Yeah. No, I started having a few beverages a little while ago.
Yeah, I'm having the water right now.
Yeah.
How responsible of you.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of that, I like your t-shirt. Is that the water cooler t-shirt?
It is a water cooler t-shirt. We got Chris, Kaylin, Dawson. We got Gary, Matt, the Porcelain Punisher. Yeah, one of my favorite podcasts out there.
Shout
ACS, water cooler, Lady Lang.
Boys.
Yeah, the Bobo Boys, Bobo Boy Army.
I've listened a few times. I don't, just it's not in my regular rotation.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't mind saying that, but I love all those guys. So,
oh yeah, they're fun. They're fun people. Yeah.
So we got a fun evening planned for you this evening. We're going to start off just talking a little bit about what's been going on in our lives recently. And then Robbie's been obsessed with Yelp reviews for even places he doesn't want to go.
Yes.
But he wants to know what people think about those places.
I think it's entertaining.
Yeah, it is entertaining. Some of those are just, I like crazy.
Yeah.
I like to see crazy,
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes if you read on some of these reviews, you can tell that the person's fault for the bad review is the reviewer, so
the reviewer,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's something wrong with them.
Yeah. Like, dude, you're giving these people a 1 star, but this is your fault. Just
yeah.
It's
the kind of review that the establishment would be like, we're okay with that review.
Oh yeah. And sometimes they will respond.
Establishment. Well, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
because I have some non-thoughts on Yelp.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what have you been up to, Robbie?
Oh, well, look, I just finished actually last night, the last episode. I was just surprised. The last episode of Workaholics, my friend Celeste recommended it. And there was like a party house episode. I'm laughing. And finally, I forget his name. I think his name was Waylon. He finally talked out of the whole like 5 seasons. He said some words. And I'm like, oh, that's funny. We're going to see if he starts talking from now on. And then like that was it. After that episode, it recommended me The League and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and everything. I'm like, whoa, hold up. I need some more Workaholics, but I think that was it. I think that
Did
was
it?
the
I
last
don't really
episode.
remember the ending that well. When you binge a show like that. Oh, really? Okay, I don't remember it being that. Manny, have you watched Workaholics?
Not to that point, no.
Okay.
I've seen a few episodes here and there.
But it's funny.
Okay.
It's, obviously we sort of mentioned it last week. They're these like kind of 3 slackers, right? Slacker potheads. They work they're telemarketers and they work in an office, but it's fun. But
it's a funny show.
Yeah, it's a funny show. That's what I've been watching. And I guess the next, my friend Celeste, she recommended It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but then you're telling me that I should probably check out The League before that.
It depends.
And then maybe move on. Yeah.
I think it might be more of a natural progression to go from Workaholics to The League to Always Sunny. But you could get right into Sunny. It's incredible. It's an incredible show.
Yeah, I hear right now they're saying that It's Always Sunny is the longest running live sitcom type of thing in TV history or something.
Yeah, I don't really understand all these qualifications they put on shows like 1 camera, 2 like multi-camera. I have no idea what that means.
Well, speaking of multi-camera, do you remember
maybe I just don't notice, you know what I mean? Like I'm not a student of film, so I have no idea if there's a difference between Seinfeld and Everybody Loves Raymond.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're both multi-camera sitcoms, so they're
okay.
Yeah, they're similar in that sense.
Yeah. Okay, Darth Sidious.
Darth Mole Man to you.
Darth Mole Man. That's better. Darth Mole Man.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah. Well, remember what's that comedian? He got canceled a few years back. Oh man, he had an HBO show with the lady that does the voice of Bobby from that show, that cartoon. Oh shoot. He had a HBO show. It was a sitcom. It was like a stage show.
For the listeners, I'm just shaking my head right now.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys.
Anyways, he had like got canceled. There's a lot.
Which one of them?
And he's on HBO's, a lot of those too.
Yeah.
Then you said a few years ago, it's like, come on.
Okay, remember that?
Our memories have to
that
be.
Intro. He had an intro going to.
Oh, he had an intro.
You mean like all shows have an intro?
The comedy seller intro, and he would eat a slice of pizza.
Oh, you're talking about Louis.
There you go. Okay, remember his HBO show? It was like a one-camera show.
Louis who?
Louis C.K.
Oh, Louis. Okay, I was like, that's what I thought, but I was like, is there like a Louis and a Louis C.K.? And I don't know who.
There's Louis Anderson. There's Louis Anderson.
He goes, I know his work.
Okay.
I don't think he's a pizza prop comic.
No, not a pizza. But Louis Anderson, he's had like 2 sitcoms, I think. One of them was an HBO show where you can tell it was filmed like on a stage.
I think the HBO one was called Lucky Louie, I think.
You're talking about Louis Anderson again?
Louis C.K.
No.
Are you shitting me? We're talking about
Louis C.K.
Okay.
Louis
let's
C.K.
just set some ground rules here.
Hey,
Louis C.K. is his complete name.
Yes.
It's like Zsa Zsa Gabor. We don't call her Zsa Zsa.
Why not?
It's not the exact same analogy. It's not a great analogy, but
I call her Miss Gabor.
Miss G.
You're switching back from Louis C.K. to Louis, like very nonchalant.
Louis, yeah. Well, Louis Mexican, right? He grew up, I think, in Mexico. So Manny
I'm still not sure what Louis you're talking about.
Louis C.K.
Okay.
Yeah.
He
So
grew up in
had-
Mexico. What?
I think I don't know if he grew up, but he lived in Mexico. He might have been born in Mexico. Yeah.
His roots are in Mexico. Yes.
Right?
Rob is correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if he
pretty-
must have gotten sunburnt a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You could
Just walking around with an umbrella.
You would think he's like, I think, I don't know if like Irish, right? He's got the freckles and everything.
I think he's I think he might be Polish or one of those types of areas.
Mhm.
Well, those
Where they
Polish
have-
Mexicans you hear of.
Well, where they add a lot of weird Z's and stuff, where they combine like
Jeez.
other consonants with Z's, like CZ and that kind of stuff. And I
Right.
think his last name had a really weird spelling, but it was still like CK or like Sikowski or, like,
Yeah.
so that's why he
Okay.
something like that. But
Oh, okay. So I looked into it. So his father was from Mexico, and while CK was born in California, his family moved south of the border to Mexico when he was 1 year old. Before coming back to the U.S. when he was about 7 years old, he moved to Boston. So he spent a good amount of time of his childhood in Mexico.
Are you going to add something about his last name?
CK Carlos.
No, like
I don't
why
know.
he shortened his last. Okay.
I can't tell you that. I don't know.
I might be making that whole thing up. There's always a chance, always a slight chance.
I don't know. Maybe he's running from the cartel or something.
I think he's.
I
think
doubt
he
it.
Talked about this on a podcast at some point.
It's basically the sound that his last name makes, like the phonetic spelling, or whatever. So he just makes it. He just spells it CK because that's like the sound it makes.
Yeah.
When you say his last
Kika.
name.
Louis Kika.
I had a friend by the name of Chris. I think his name was like Zakowski or something like. But man, you could never spell that. Like you would never be able to spell that. It would take you 5 or 6 guesses to spell that right, because there's like C's and Z's and W's and shit in there, like all over the place.
Okay.
Extra dots above the letters too.
I'd be the smart ass with a follow-up question. Oh, standard spelling on that?
I mean, I can deal with the Ny's, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And the occasional accent,
Right.
over a letter.
Yeah.
But all the extra dots and stuff, no. That's too much.
Yeah.
Well,
going back to Louis, he had that one show on HBO. It was like a one camera show with
single camera.
Who's that? The actress that played Bobby from that cartoon.
Pamela
back on this.
Yeah, Pam Adlon.
Pam Adlon.
That took us like I don't know. That took us like 25 minutes, maybe.
Well,
yeah,
for
there you
some
go.
odd reason, we go on this weird ass tangent.
To get to Pam Adlon.
Yeah.
I hope there was a listener like fucking, like.
I'm sure we lost them all.
Shaking their
We
fist in
lost
the
them
air.
all by this point.
Oh yeah,
Shaking their
they're
fist in
tearing
the
their
air.
hair
Because
out right now.
Rob was like, the lady that was in the cartoon.
Well, what about her, Rob?
What cartoon was she in? What?
She was in King of the Hill. She voiced Bobby Hill.
Yeah, there you go. See,
I didn't know that.
Bruin
Yeah.
Backhand. Bruin
I didn't know
Backhand
that.
is on YouTube
Yep.
right now, and he I think he's tearing his hair out. He said, "King of the Hill, yes, sir, King of the Hill." Louis C.K., yes. I should have been watching our video, our YouTube stream. Sorry, guys. I apologize for that.
No, I would have distracted you
Um,
from telling your story even more, man.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to just extend the time, right? That's what I'm doing. So basically, it's a like one camera thing. It's on stage. It was a funny show. I used to watch it back in the day on my 30-minute lunch breaks from Hollywood Video. I
Right.
would watch Louis. I'd grab one of the DVDs that we had in stock and just pop it in the break room. Just sit there for one episode.
Well, he had a show called, I think his show on FX was called Louis. Right?
Yeah.
That's the
other-
one with Pam Adlon I think
Is
she
that
was his love interest in that. For
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
while, maybe?
Yeah, he was interested in her for sure. Yeah, I think they slept with each other.
That was a pretty good show, but it was one of those shows where he just gets himself, like I guess in the show and in real life, into just some really awkward, like just some painfully awkward situations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean?
awkward stuff for sure.
I myself don't feel awkward situations at all, but like the show itself, almost like Curb Your Enthusiasm, where it's like sometimes it's like I'm in a mood where it's like, oh man, it's just painful. Like
Mhm. Yeah.
whatever it is, the social faux pas or whatever he does, to put
Right.
himself in those bad situations.
Yeah.
I find
Yeah.
it like more painful than funny sometimes.
It's one of those awkward, like cringe type of stuff, right? You cringe throughout the episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel uncomfortable sometimes I'm embarrassed for people and I can't look. I literally sometimes I close my eyes. I'm like, I can't. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that for other people, like in those like I'm talking about in this show, but I'm never like awkward situations myself. I'm not really familiar with that.
I am. If you were ever to be my wingman,
Mhm.
you'd probably cringe for that.
Oh, I'd learn fast.
Yeah.
I think it's I don't care.
Look, one time there was a place near my work, a taco place, and I was with a coworker, and then there was these pretty women there. One of them said she was Colombian. I'm like, oh, Colombia. Oh, I like Colombia. I've seen a lot of it in the show Narcos. And then she looked at me. She's like, yeah. And then she kind of turned around, and I think I turned her off because I'm sure she gets that all the time, like drug lords and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I probably disrespected her.
Generally, people
heritage.
like any situation like that. Generally, people don't like want you to lead like with the worst part about their whole existence. Their culture.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. If I meet someone,
let's try this out. No, I'm just kidding.
If I meet someone from Brooklyn, I'm like, oh yeah, the Marcy Projects from Jay-Z, the Jay-Z songs. Huh?
Oh yeah, you're slinging the dope.
Oh yeah.
Like the what did he? The HO. What did he call him?
HOVA.
The HOV. The Hove.
The Hove.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, I don't know what you call that. It's like a one camera show or something. Louis, and then there's you've got the Workaholics, and then you've got the League. I'm not sure how many cameras that is. And
yeah, I don't know. I don't really.
Yeah. We need a director on here.
I really enjoy. I bet you Manny knows that. Well, he set me straight a minute ago, but yeah, some of the terminology just kind of flies right over my head.
It's all right, man.
Yeah. Is there a difference between like the League? Like the League is where they have you ever seen the League, Manny? First of all,
I think I might have watched 1 or 2 episodes, but I honestly don't remember it all that well.
Yeah. All right. Never mind then. We're getting into the weeds.
Yeah.
But those are all great shows. I love it. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Speaking again in the weeds, I got into some shit over the weekend myself, man.
Oh yeah?
Shoot.
Yeah.
What happened?
Like the weed or like some weeds?
Both.
Okay, nice.
The company I work for had its Christmas party, so we went up to Fresno to stay at the farm where it all happens. And
how far is that for you?
About 4 hours north.
Really?
Here. Yeah.
This is a road trip for a company Christmas party. That's important.
Yeah.
All right. So people are invested in this thing.
Yeah, they are. One of the coworkers drove, so I didn't have to worry about that responsibility at all. It felt great. I was just a passenger. I was like hitting the vape pen in the back most of the time. So
nice.
Yeah. I was making conversation with this crazy bitch that my other coworker invited as his fucking date. She was something else.
As in?
So
yeah, like positive something else?
No, she was just. So before we take off, we went to go pick up said coworker and his date at his house, and he's loading up most of their stuff because we stayed overnight, and she gets in, she gets settled, and then the coworker, he gets in, gets settled, and we start making our way towards the freeway. And first thing out of her mouth, she's like, "So you work with these assholes?" And everyone just kind of laughs uncomfortably, and then I was just like, "Yeah, I work with these guys." Just kind of cut the tension. I was just like, initially, like right off the bat, I was like, "What's up with this shit? Does she have no filter, or is she just like doesn't care, or she's just unaware?"
She got the Tourette's. She got the Tourette's, maybe.
I mean, possibly.
That's where I would that'd be my first thought.
So
Like-
I don't know. She was just an odd broad.
That continued.
Yeah, it
She
continued.
escalated.
Um, yeah, she's just one of those that just has no filter, says whatever, doesn't really care what people think. That could possibly work negatively against her, but whatever. It was just.
But don't they like those folks always like they say that, but then they sure do care what people think because they're always reacting to like I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So road trip went off without a hitch, and got to stay on the farm like some 400 acres, and it was some nice digs, bro. Got to stay in one of the guest rooms.
Nice.
They have a plane, bro. They have a company plane.
Nice.
So yeah, that's getting upgraded.
So this is a dairy farm, I guess, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
And they have chickens because they also sell eggs, but
Yeah, why not?
that's on a different farm that was like on a different piece of property altogether, like some 30-40 minutes away. Dude, like some of these people fucking dance their fucking ass off. It was it was intimidating, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few of them were like, "Why don't you get on the dance floors?" And I'm good, man. You guys got dancing covered. I'll just get in the way. If anything, I'll trip.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not really like a dance floor dancer. Is that
Me neither.
How about you? No.
I'm too clumsy, dude. I've get like 3 left legs the minute I just get on the dance floor. It's just
3 left legs, huh?
Yeah, dude. That's how clumsy I am.
I remember doing a company.
He's bragging about his wang.
No, not at all.
Yeah, 2 legs and 1/3 leg. I remember doing a company party, a company event for the holidays, and my boss Mary. No one was dancing. There was a DJ at one point, and I think the next year there was a band, and she was like, "Come on, let's get on the floor and start dancing," and which I did because I don't really have a lot of shame when it comes to that. And she pulled me to the dance floor. I just started dancing. Once we started dancing, oh yeah, I'll dance. Like, I sang karaoke in front of like Dr. Drew and the water cooler guys and whatever. I don't care if I sound bad. And we started dancing. It was fun. Once we started dancing, everybody else started dancing, and we got the party started. So yeah.
Right on.
What about you, Manny? You didn't get the party started?
They had a live band, so they didn't need any of my services that night. It was pretty legit.
You could have played the drums.
Nah, dude, they had a competent drummer. They had a very steadfast drummer. Like I would have no. Plus, I didn't know any of the fucking songs that they were playing. Like I didn't know how to play them. I should say I recognize them, but
so they had a live band, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It was sick. Did fair share drinking, way too much eating. I think ate tacos into the double digits. I can't honestly lost count.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. It was a great time. Like looking back at the party and just how, and everybody there was packing. Apparently the cops have a very slow response time and shit sometimes could get weird. So yeah, everyone carries a piece.
Nice.
Yeah. So I felt secure, but at the same time, I was just like,
be nice. Like,
yeah.
Mind your manners. Yeah,
exactly. Pretty much. So that was like an interesting, that was a first for me, so to speak, it feels like. And yeah, dude, after attending that party and getting to know everybody and then like eating breakfast with the owners and all that, like
that's great.
It made, getting up at the crack of dawn not feel as like tedious or a fucking chore as I do now. Yeah. So it doesn't feel as faceless, like most of the time, a lot of people feel like they're working for just like, what am I here? What am I doing? Just another, not to sound fucking cliche, another cog in the machine,
Yeah.
It didn't feel that distant. So,
well, yeah, I mean, that's cool. Cause I mean, it's not like you don't, well, I mean, yeah, you don't sell like the company you work for doesn't sell like a mass produced product. I mean, it's a specialty kind of high quality, product.
Yeah.
Dairy products. So yeah, they can't really, I don't know, just kind of, I don't know if you do that, you kind of tough for them to have a real like ruthless corporate approach.
True.
So
You're right.
Until they get bought out by Borden.
There's always that.
Coffee Mate comes along, or whatever companies those are that dominate the milk industry. Yeah, I don't know.
I doubt. I hope not.
I think, Nestle sells a lot of milk products, milk drinks, but I don't know. Borden was the only one I could think of, like name brand milks.
That sounds like that was a yesteryear product because I never heard of that one before.
Borden, Borden.
Yeah, no, that's before my time.
I don't know. So, all right. What are we talking about? We're talking about what's been going on.
Yeah, what we've been up to.
All right. And Robbie,
moving on to Robbie's a new segment where I think Robbie I don't know if you want to call it a segment, but we're going to dedicate a segment for it today where Robbie gets into some Yelp reviews for places he won't go attend or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, look. Yeah, okay. You shared a couple of them.
I did. I shared a couple with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Now let me, okay. I'm going to be quick about this one. This one's, I think in San Francisco, you guys know that it's been kind of crazy with the whole looting and everything. Right. So I was one of the Safeway stores, which is a, big chain, right? Grocery stores.
Yeah.
So I'm reading one of because I was curious with everything going on. I'm like, let me see what the public has to say. So this guy says, or a woman, Drea, why doesn't Yelp allow? No, let me just start off with people have their thoughts on Yelp, negative, positive. Our host on sabbatical, Jaden, was I think featured.
Oh yeah, he wanted to go after him.
Oh,
he did an interview. I think he did an interview for like an anti-Yelp documentary.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah, we're gonna have to maybe post that up. So, you got your thoughts on it, positive, negative. I work near, I think they're still there. They're some of their corporate offices. So this is a review on one of their Safeway stores. So why doesn't Yelp allow negative stars for places? Because I would definitely give, I would give Safeway is more like unsafe way.
Oh man.
Yeah. I swear this place is like.
That's bad right there. Yep.
You know what I like about this review? And Drea says, I swear this place is like Sodom and Gomorrah, which is from biblical? The Bible. Yeah, biblical or some weird assimilation. It doesn't feel real. This place is disgusting, filthy, and a COVID infestation waiting to happen. Or everything is wrong with this place. All of you have a bunch of crackheads and severely mentally ill people.
Yeah, they had like Sodom. They had like anal. They like. People doing anal sex in the aisles and like all kind of gambling and debauchery. Yep.
Prostitution,
taking drugs.
And they just go on, constantly fighting insecurity physically and verbally. And I even saw the security scooping up a bunch of needles. Ew, disgusting. That is a huge health hazard, obviously. Yeah.
What's up with the fucking what's up with the analogies that are not even close? You know what I mean?
No, there's no I've gone to Safeway. There's no prostitution, no anal, no.
I know, and I've looked. Sexual. All right, I've looked.
I've tried. I have tried. In fact, I've tried to initiate some of it, and I don't see anything.
I go to the foreign food section. I'm like, nope.
Next thing I know, security has escorted me out. This isn't the type of escort I was looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I think this person just sounds severely, I don't know, like something.
No, I love it. I love the, like the crazy people that just feel like just letting the world know,
But
like,
what I would say
I'm here and I'm crazy. You know what I mean? Like they're not like hiding. If
Seth Rogen were to read that review, he would probably answer, what do you expect? This is the big city. That's what's going to happen. What do you expect? You should expect a treat.
I really like Seth Rogen in movies. I'm having a difficult time thinking he's a douchebag.
40-Year Virgin was funny. Pineapple Express was funny.
Wasn't it him and one of his partners that was on Adam Carolla show many years back. Maybe for This Is the End. For
I wanna
that
say
movie they were on, him
years
and
ago.
Jay Barrett, whatever. his name
Oh
was.
yeah. I know
Baruchel?
Jay was on there. Jay talked about Bearshaw, Bear something.
Mhm.
He was talking about depression.
I thought they sounded like pretty normal, cool guys. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll just tell everybody right now, if I got famous and rich, I would be a gigantic douchebag. Like none of you would be friends with me. I just tell you right now. So, I got a lot of leeway for those guys.
Yeah, you'd be one of those. Do you know who I am? Type of guys.
I mean, after like 5 to 10 years of estrangement, I'd say I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 I'm just,
Okay.
well,
Okay.
I'm not kidding, but I'm kind of kidding. I'm kidding about the part of me becoming rich and famous. I'm not kidding about what I would do.
Yeah, this podcasting thing.
It's like if I was a police officer. I mean, I would, yeah, it'd be bad. You do not want me walking around with any kind of authority.
I don't want you walking around with the Billy Club. No. Okay, so I found a review from this strip club called the Condor Club in San Francisco.
The Condor Club. Okay.
Condor Club. Okay, so even maybe a couple of sentences into the review, I knew it was the reviewer's fault. So they go, "Don't waste your time. Last night, my husband and I brought a couple good friends of ours, came from out of town. I've been to a strip club once before. Didn't know you can't record or take pictures."
I like how it said in parentheses, good friends of ours.
Yeah.
Like she's like really informative in this.
Yeah.
and set the scene.
And I think this is a she. But I personally was quite unpleasantly
sounds like it, yeah.
Unpleasantly surprised at how not pretty most entertainers were. My personal opinion. I don't know what are you not attracted to cesarean scars or what? So anyway, however, we ordered some drinks and sat down. Yeah. Finally, I see one girl that was actually cute. So I innocently started recording. Okay. None of us saw it was a big deal. I was just excited, and there was finally one I liked. Well, all of a sudden, an African American security walks. Why do you need to put that it's an African American security?
That is a weird thing.
Why?
That is a weird thing in our society where there are times where it makes sense to describe the skin color of the person, the subject that you're talking about. But there are a lot of times where it actually isn't necessary at all. That's a weird thing because I kind of catch myself doing the same thing. But anyway.
Oh, yeah. If I'm on the train, I'm like, hey, I had my Macy's bag next to me, and then this guy walked by me, black guy. He was walking by me, and he looked at my bag, black guy. But anyways, he didn't grab my bag. Okay, great, thank you.
I'm having some really.
Yeah. Was that you, Chris?
No, I'm just having some thoughts because it's like, all right, so like
thoughts about a black guy.
Yeah. So you're like in the African American community, like when police are there and they're like, "What the guy look like?" I don't know if are they like a black guy or if they're just start describing facial figures right away. You know what I mean? Like big chin, cheeks, whatever, weight, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was wearing FUBU. Oh, he was a Irish guy.
I don't know. I've seen the town. There's some Irish guys in Boston that probably wore FUBU for a while.
Hey, what if it just
before they realized what it was?
What if the assailant was just really ugly and it just devolved from them giving the police sketch artist a description to just it turns into a fucking roast for the rest of the night?
I'd say he looked like Darth Maul. Oh, so he's a Mexican American named Old Man. Yeah, Darth Maul. Or no, Darth Sidious. There you go.
Darth
Star
Sidious,
Wars. Yeah. Oh, so she goes, okay, let me skip a little bit. She said, well, all of a sudden, an African American security walks towards me, demanding for me to stop recording. I immediately stopped and apologized, stating that I didn't know that wasn't allowed. He asked for my phone. I said, I'm deleting it as we speak, but I don't feel comfortable with you looking through my phone and my personal photos. So I'll show you once it's deleted. He turned verbally aggressive on me and said he was going to call the cops. FTH. What's the FTH? I don't know what that is. At this point, I got very upset and told him, since you want to go that route, yeah, FTH, F that heck. So he says, since you want to go that route, I'm deleting the video until you show me where it states that I can't record, as you're making it seem as if I have an obligation to know the establishment's policies, whatever. Like,
this
dude,
is definitely a
Lord.
woman. I want to know, like,
This must
where
be a
she
woman.
was.
Yeah.
Where was this the next morning, and at the dining room table having coffee, or was this like in the parking lot?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
She
Like, where was she when she felt the need to, to let everybody know what she thought of this place? And the Condor, also one of the classiest names I've ever heard for a gentleman's club.
The Condor.
You know what I mean? At least it's not, yeah. The peppermint rhino.
Yeah.
Spearmint rhino.
What does
I
the
don't
Condor
understand
have
that.
anything
Like,
to do with strippers? Exactly. I don't know.
it's a majestic bird. Is it? I don't even know what is a condor. Is it
Isn't
a condor like a vulture type, or is it a majestic bird?
I don't think it's majestic. Don't condors eat like dead carcasses?
I don't know. I feel like, condor
Well,
might
that's a
be just a
vulture.
fancy name for a vulture. You know what I mean? But they're pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, it's probably that. I don't know.
It's unknowable.
Are you calling the strippers condors? We got to talk to former guest Cindy. She's familiar with these places. Yeah, she knows some of these employees of these establishments.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, like, you gotta. So we're saying is that you gotta know that this, or you gotta know that.
Doesn't she say my husband and I in the beginning?
Oh, yeah, you're right, actually. Yeah. She says,
we're so damn smart.
right. Yeah.
I figured it out.
Last night, my husband and I brought a couple. Yeah, you're right. It's a she. Yeah, it's a she. So he turned verbally aggressive on me and said that, he was going to call the cops. So in the end, the person, the Karen, basically the stripper Karen, went to the front of the establishment, the entrance, and it says no recording. Even if you don't,
it does say that, right?
I think you're,
Like, I feel like you should know. Everybody should know that, but I'm
Everyone
sure
should
some, but that doesn't mean anything. They would stuff this sign because there's some asshole that, didn't.
Always has to
realize
ruin
that.
it for everybody.
Oh yeah,
every sign is for some, somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's gonna be someone that records the strippers, or there's gonna be someone that wears sweatpants at the strip club. You can't wear sweatpants. You can't.
I haven't seen that sign, but I've never attempted to wear sweatpants at a strip club. So
I don't think there is a sign, but it's an unspoken rule.
Okay.
Yeah. I wonder what other unspoken rules are. So no recording, no sweatpants, no.
I think strip clubs have a lot of range. Just say that right now.
Yeah.
Like, from like
no
pasties and like, no recording. Somebody's going to get assaulted, to pretty much anything goes if you're willing to pay for it. So.
Yeah.
That's my sense. All right. I don't know.
That's
just like they teach us in school, they don't teach us about taxes. They don't teach us about what, like changing a tire.
I don't think they're gonna teach us about strip clubs at school, man.
Well, they should teach us about strip club etiquette.
You know who are the strip club security guards, most prolific profilers ever. Like, if you think cops are profiling people, or TSA, whatever, but strip club security guard profiling people like crazy.
Maybe they use that as their proving grounds, where they cut their teeth before they move on to bigger and better profiling gigs.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe.
What about you guys in your city? Do you have a strip of, no pun intended, but strip of like a street where it's like all strip clubs? We have one in San Francisco, the beach area. So whenever you're
I
walking
don't
down
think
with
so.
a
I
friend,
don't think so. I've never
maybe
been to
your
a strip club
girlfriend or
in
whatever.
Dallas, Texas. No.
Not in Dallas. So you usually have the security people or the host or whatever you call them, and they'll try and kind of call you in, like, hey guys, you want to come and check the so and so? You just came in from Thailand or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, Thailand, okay, yeah, she just turned 18. Woohoo! It's like, okay, yeah, I'm a
Maybe
big
that's
perv. Let me just
that
go
might be
in.
a San Fran thing.
Yeah.
I like that. It's been a little while, but like the strip clubs where the host is actually like dressed up fancy. Like, come on,
Yeah.
like, what's going on here? The bathroom attendant. That's just
bathroom attendant. Yeah, this
Yeah.
Gold Club in San Francisco.
Yeah.
I would say if I was one of those guys at the front, I'd be like, straight from the Louis Vuitton looting. She's on stage right now. She just looted a couple high heel pair of shoes, a bag, and I'm sure we've got a lot of looter people out there. That
Yeah. I don't know. Have you guys been to one recently?
What? No, not.
No.
It's been
Gentlemen's
years.
Club?
Been
No.
years.
Sometime I'll just tell you this, and sometime in the last 0 to 15 years, I've been to one, and I was like, went to the bathroom. It was like, there may or may not have been a pandemic going on around this time, but like I was like, I think things have gone downhill. There wasn't even a bathroom attendant, and then all of a sudden, I washed my hands, and whew, here he comes. There's a bathroom attendant, but he wasn't like dressed up or anything. It's really
Incognito.
jeans.
really disturbing.
Yeah.
Kind of set you off.
Was he wearing a mask?
But he was very short and foreign.
Foreign, okay.
That stayed the same. But
Did he offer you Tic Tacs?
Yeah, I was like, I think because he wasn't there at first, I was like, no, it's nobody to try to offer me anything or whatever. It's like, grab my own paper towel, like just run out of there. Like, dude, I don't want to have any kind of interaction.
Well, you always have to get that tip ready for them also.
Nah, not this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
been a while.
Yeah.
In the 0 to 25 year period that where I had been to one. So I was kind of curious how it would be if there was still that guy. There wasn't, and again, there wasn't at first, but then man, he just appeared out of nowhere. Yeah.
Actually, to tie it into the Corollaverse, the first time I ever went to a strip club was the night of the filming of Not Taco Bell material up in Oregon.
Really?
After all that was done, a few of us went.
Was I with you? I was with you, right?
I think you were. That night's a bit of a blur, and so first time ever going, it was pretty cool. And as for your question, Rob, here in town there isn't like a row of strip clubs. Like all the strip clubs are always like out in industrial areas and shit like that, so they're kind of like separated, not all bunched up together. Yeah.
Okay, we've got them all bunched up together within like a 2 block, for the most part, 2 block radius. A lot of lights. The guy with the trench, not a trench coat, but a coat outside with a tie, trying to lure you in. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You got like a red light district that's not really, Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been like Baltimore. I was like real dodgy.
Real,
I don't know what that was. This is like a long time ago. Real dodgy.
Yeah.
I moved to Florida. I lived in Florida for a while. They were like in the suburbs.
A lot of strippers
like a strip club
legs.
in a shopping center.
Shopping center.
Remember, it was the first time I felt, betrayed by local politicians is because when I first moved there, it was full nude. And then they passed a law because, it is in like, these are in like suburbs, in like shopping centers where they passed a law where there's like underwear, like, like bottoms and pasties.
Right.
And I was like,
well, normally if they
just stop going,
they offer alcohol, then it's not full nude, right? Is that how it is in the whole country?
I think it's very, very much up to like the local district. You know what I mean?
And the local
that's like
mafia.
a big that, or like the local municipal, like exactly like what city, what county is this located in? They're going to have the last say. Yeah. Which is good. I think it's a good thing to have controlled at a very local level, Yeah. Because I live in a nice suburban town, and there was a guy, just to describe this area, there's a lot of they're people that have their families have lived here a long time, like decades,
Uh-huh.
and they're kind of the last. And there's just neighborhood, like just massive swaths of land being purchased for neighborhoods to go up.
Uh-huh.
But there'll be like a holdout, in like the middle of a nice area. There'll be like a holdout that has like like a 1/4 acre lot,
Uh-huh.
like on a major road. And he decided one day he was going to just open like a sex gift shop. There's just like, I was like, hey man, I'm on the freedom, man. And like, I don't have a problem with that, but it's like, this is not appropriate. It was more like a rebellion against like all the, the auto zones and Walmarts that were just, like going up around him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But like, like the local government was like, no, I think that's good. Yeah. We don't, he doesn't need that kind of freedom.
Yeah.
My son's asking me like what that is every time we drive by it.
Oh God.
It's like right by the Christmas tree stand. Like,
how uncomfortable.
yeah, it's really anyway, but yeah, I think it's very local. And then in Dallas, I think, like everything's bigger in Texas. I've never been to any club like that in Texas, but like the billboards are freaking huge.
Uh-huh.
If you're driving downtown, and then if you actually see the place off the highway, it's like a massive building. So I'm sure there's some dodgy little, shithole ones too, but.
Oh yeah, there must be some, speakeasy strip clubs,
Yeah.
Yeah. Knock twice.
I've been to all
if it's,
kinds.
Yeah.
Nice ones and like ones that are like really like where they run golf tournaments out of.
Golf
I think I
tournament?
mentioned that before.
Oh,
Did I
yeah.
mention that? Yeah, I think I
No.
mentioned that.
What?
Maybe on the
Really?
Cindy
That
episode
sounds
when she
nice.
was talking about it.
Oh yeah. Golf sounds nice.
Like
Very
25-year-old me, nice. Like this is awesome.
Okay.
Like me now, like this is not this is not healthy. This is not healthy living.
No, daddy issues, I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah.
always.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
you
don't
got that
know.
review or any other reviews you got? Or is that
There was one. There was one review that I was looking at where I think they were at a Walgreens and the reviewer was still like in line. He as he was reviewing. I don't know. I just like okay. There's so many. If you want to review, there's so many like Walgreens one. There's one.
if you don't feel
there's so
strongly
many.
about it, we can,
No. Yeah. There's
you
one
got?
where the
Okay.
guy was still waiting in line as he's typing. So I'm sure he was there for a long time. He literally said, I'm still in line.
He doesn't value his time.
I love to think because I've been that guy, like maybe before the smartphone era.
Yeah.
We could do that,
Yeah.
I've been that guy where I'm like in line, like fucking steaming, I've mellowed, I think, over the years. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Like, I like to think about how outraged people get to where like, no, I'm going to do this right now. Right.
it's happened to me where, if you want to be, I guess these days there's a difference between a Karen and, let's see what we can do. Can I speak to your manager? Who can fix this for me? You know what I mean? And then the
Yeah.
Karens that will actually get all bitchy and all without even maybe providing some sort of,
So there's a
I don't
Karens that are just making a scene.
making a scene. You don't want to make a
And
scene.
there's like the lowercase Karen that has a solution.
Yeah, a solution. Okay, who can I speak to that can fix this issue for me? Oh, okay, that's good.
I'm
Now,
not sure
let
about
me-
these Karen definitions, but
We're redefining
we're going to
Karen.
mull it over. The Karen
Well,
degree,
right
the
now-
degrees of Karen.
Yeah, we're gonna redefine what
Okay.
it means to be a Karen.
Apparently, only from what I've read online, only white women can be Karens, which I don't agree with that.
No,
I don't
that's
agree with it.
fair enough. I think that's fair enough. I don't know.
You think so? Like blonde-haired ladies with the parted hair.
Well,
You know?
the first Karen was what? The lady that like was complaining about the barbecue, like a barbecue or something.
Oh yeah, in Oakland, I think she called.
The
and there was a
meme
family.
with she had the sunglasses, like
Yeah,
the
those
Terminator sunglasses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just
She
feel
felt
bad for anybody
threatened.
named Karen. You know what I mean?
Oh, I feel same.
Especially if you're sweet and like relatively attractive. You know what I mean? It's like,
Karens and the Kyles.
Kyle can. Well, we had one Kyle, our boy Kyle,
Mhm.
that was a guest, but all the other Kyles.
I don't
really,
think-
not
yeah.
really concerned about the plight of Kyle's.
I feel bad for the Kyles right now.
Okay.
I don't know. There's like I don't know if you. It's a stereotypical white guy. You know, I don't know. There's the Kevins. How about the Kevins? A lot of
I think
K's
it's
out
funny.
there.
I think
Yeah.
all stereotypes are funny.
Yeah.
Of all colors. It's just funny.
Colors. Yeah.
I don't know.
There's
All right. So I kind of want to get into this. Chris has some earth-shattering news.
Oh no, you guys got to start. You
Why
guys gotta
we?
start.
It's your this is your segment, man.
No, it's not my segment. We're like I think the segment would be like, what have you been up to? What have you been watching? What have you been playing?
Oh well, no, this is more just like I guess yeah, you're right. What have you? Well, because
Oh, you're talking about my video game alliance.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
that-
interested.
it's-
I'm
it's-
interested in
It's
that.
less
Really?
of like what are you playing? It's more just like what happened.
Okay, I'll give Chris a little bit of time to kind of compose his thoughts and whatever his alliance is. But I used to play a lot of video games back in the day, Gears of War and some Halo and a couple of things here and there. And we used to usually meet up with I don't know, about 4 or 5 guys, and literally we would, you get off of work at 4 or 5 p.m. By 6:30 p.m. we'd all meet up with each other. Okay, see you at 6:30. See you at 6:30, and we'd all get together and connect on Xbox, put our headsets on, and start playing our games. And many times it'd be like I guess in video games you call them clans, clan with the C, not with the K. Clan with the C, and then we would usually be 5 or 6 people. Sometimes someone would call off sick and be like, "Oh, sorry guys, I'm calling in sick," and it'd be 4 or 5 people, and then you would play against a whole bunch of random groups. Now, I think Chris plays in the MMO, I guess, category, which MMO, massive multiplayer online games. And I could be wrong, but I think he does a lot of the what is it, World of Warcraft and all those games where you play against thousands of people online. You can level your character up. You can level your magician up. You can level your warrior and your priest. And the magician does the magic. The warrior carries a sword or an axe. So I think Chris has had some drama lately with his clan. We're gonna see what's up with Chris's clan right now. He's gonna let us know. Chris, what's up with your clan? What's going on?
Oh, that was good timing.
Yeah.
Curious to listen later what you were stretching out there.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So yeah, I think I've talked about it a couple of times with you guys. Like this,
It's your clan, right?
yeah, clan, guild, alliance,
Guild? Okay.
whatever. These games, they call it different things. I played different games where there were guilds,
Mhm.
alliances, whatever.
Well,
but
remember the Guild, the TV series back in the day?
Yeah.
It was
I don't
with
think so.
Felicia Day.
Mm-hmm.
It was when, Felicia Day and a few other people. It was when the a lot of the MMOs were pretty popular. It was like, I think originally an online
Yeah, it was a web series and then
web
Netflix,
series, yeah.
Netflix.
oh,
picked it
okay.
up.
So it was about that.
yeah,
About
and
kind of like the
going
whole-
back to Will Whedon actually was part of that group as well. Going back,
Yeah.
we talked about him last week. But
Oh yeah.
what about your guild, your clan?
What's this Game of Thrones game? It's whatever, like real time strategy or MMO,
Yeah.
whatever. Oh man. So we had you play these games. If you play these games, you know what I'm talking about, because then you have these alliances. Then you generally like 100 people, like 100 players,
Right.
and they can be from all over the world. And they really are. It's in this alliance. They're all over the world, like Japan and Australia and just anywhere really, all over Europe,
Moldova.
Brazil. We got a bunch of Brazilians.
All right.
So it's kind of just a crazy group of people. It's interesting because everybody, like pretty much everybody can get by on English,
Uh-huh.
but some people use like an in-game translator,
Uh-huh.
but the translator in the game's really bad. So like, it's just kind of like part of the game.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess like I don't know if there's any kind of like Japanese to English translator like that would do a good job with that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But these alliances are like 100 players. Then you like have like groups of alliances that get into like a pact. So you might have like 200 to 300 players in your group, in your alliance.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm one of the leaders of this group or whatever, and like 5 or 6 of us that kind of run it. And
yeah, you've got those leadership qualities.
we did like a merger. We did a merger with another alliance, because a lot of times that's how you grow your alliance, is like, because people fade. Like there's a lot of people, so people fade out of the game, and then you got like
capitalism. Yeah,
you got to replace. It is I really enjoy it because it's like a microcosm of real life, I think. I'll explain more, because when we have like when we are at war with another alliance, like people are sharp. Like everybody gets along. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's a common enemy. And when we're at a time of peace and there's just like nothing going on, like people get lazy. People drop their bubbles, which is called like where you can just kind of set a, like no one can attack you for 24 hours.
Right.
People get lazy and like, like all kinds of like bullshit personality problems start coming out, but when like there's an enemy to focus on or like some mission, like people get together. So anyway, but we did a merger a few months ago. It went well. And then a couple of leaders got into like a spat, and then someone decided to leave and like break the whole merger apart.
So
people are freaking out, and it's like real world, because like there's a group of people that are just like, it's cool. It's like, it's a game.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. And then there's some that are like, this is important to me. Serious. Like, yeah, this is important. And I don't like uncertainty. So you see people kind of start like losing it a little bit.
Right.
And people that are normally very stable kind of start getting like edgy, like weird, when there's times of instability or like times where like you're not sure what's happening. So,
yeah.
And then there's like this balance you try to strike of like communicating to everybody, like what's going on. But then you do that and it just gets bogged down. And like, cause people just like, you think I'll just communicate things out simply and letting everybody know what's going on. But like, that just creates even more shit,
Yeah.
And then you start thinking, well, maybe we just not say anything. And then people get upset because the leaders aren't saying anything or making announcements and all that. So I don't know. That's the drama.
Good Lord, man. Why don't you guys just go do some more raids then to avoid all this mess in the
Well,
first
we were
place?
about to move to a different kingdom, a different server.
Right.
Yeah. Again, people will be familiar with this term. We were about to go. We were like planning as this huge group to move to a different server and take it over.
Yeah.
So like we were in the middle of like this big deal where someone decided to take their ball and go home. So
damn, son. I guess that's the consequences you deal with when you dwell in that realm of online gaming.
Yeah, it's kind of, but I'm more like, this is kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting to me. It's dramatic. It's a pain in the ass in some ways, but it's also really interesting. So.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know. What about you, Moment? You played video games. I've seen you on Twitch. Do you have a clan? Do you have a alliance? Have you done any of that?
No, I'm not big into RPGs.
Have you played any of those games though, where you've been in one of these groups like these?
Shit. Maybe way back in the day, I used to play like Quake or Tribes. Nothing ever too large. Like I was never big into World of Warcraft or any of those big ass. Like just RPGs in general, just not my thing. Only lately have I come around just because they've kind of modified it a bit more and made it more action RPG oriented. So it's not as bogged down.
These games, like I think they figured that part out because they start to introduce all these games and contests within the game.
Right.
That like whatever kind of gamer you are, like you're like one of these events they have is going to be up your alley.
Exactly. It'll be geared towards whatever you're into. Yeah.
But then at the same time, like they create all these events that create so much fucking work. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't keep up with, all these activities.
That's why I just like the story-based games. It's just like, I'll just focus on this one game, this one story, and that's it. No season past this. No, I mean, I'm sure they'll do some downloads where they'll do like a few extra levels or like a weird side mission.
Mm-hmm.
but it's nothing where I had to constantly keep going back to the game and keep downloading, updating, downloading, etc. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of an old school gamer in that respect.
Well, the thing is we might have some listeners that might be a little bored at this, but many other listeners that are find it fascinating and interesting because so many adults are playing video games right now. From like 18 years old to 55 years old. There's a lot of video games out there that a lot of adults a lot of us grew up with the Zeldas and the Super Marios, and every 4 years there's a new Zelda game, 4 or 8 years. And yeah, like Moman says, you've got the RPGs, which is you start off as there's different side missions and everything. Then there's the MMOs, massive multiplayer online games, which can involve players from the entire world. Then there's the more linear games that kind of show you where you need to go, and you got to go do this mission now. They tell you, and I like a lot of that stuff. I think I've said this before. The game that I've played the most, I guess that I put more hours into passing the game was Fallout 3, which is one of the more popular games out there. Many years ago, when I think I had more time, I spent about 103 hours playing that game until I beat it. Obviously, I had no love.
I never played that game. I don't think.
No. Fallout. It's good. It's at like 5 now. Ira,
is that a first-person shooter?
It's either first-person or third-person RPG, and you can it's an open world. It's massive. Literally, it's so massive. Ira, former guest, said that I guess Resident Evil and Silent Hill from the PlayStation, that's his jam. I've played
good choices.
Right, yeah, good choices. Resident Evil, I like
what
those.
Up, Ira, buddy?
Yeah, what up, Ira? Resident Evil's awesome. I just beat a few. I'm trying to go back to some of the games that I haven't beat, and I'm back at Resident Evil 4 now. I beat 0, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. I'm at 4, but I feel like the controls are a little kind of slow, and you have to kind of very old school. You got to move them really slow, and and I've beat Part 5, 6, and 7. And I think they're remaking 4 again. So once they remake 4, I think I'll go back to them. But yeah,
that's on a console, like a PlayStation.
That's on a console. Yeah. Ira also said Dino Crisis, which they're from the same makers of Resident Evil. Yeah. Very the same vibe as Resident Evil, except with I guess kind of Jurassic Park vibe, but console. And if you like, we'll see if we can stream something. But I might get an Oculus. What do you call them? Oculus Drift? Is that what you call them?
For that the virtual reality
Christmas.
Stuff?
Yeah. Dan Dunn likes to watch the porn and stuff, but I want to play some Resident Evil on that. So I'm probably
porn.
Gonna get one
and porn, of course.
And porn.
I mean,
and porn.
Yeah.
Once everybody's gone shopping and I'm home alone, then I'll probably put on some porn.
I tell you what, virtual reality porn, fellows out there, be careful. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna end some relationships. Let me tell you.
It probably will. Yeah.
Yep. There'll be some serious VR goggles getting smacked the shit off of dudes' heads. You know what I mean?
Well, okay, Chris, this is the thing. I have a question for you and Moment. What do you think? Okay. Do you feel threatened if your lady has maybe one of those vibrating sex toys, if you know what I mean? Like, hey, that thing's going to vibrate. It's going to pleasure you.
No,
well, what about me?
Threatened.
Like, I don't go as fast as, those toys and,
See, that's where you're looking at it wrong. You should see it as a use it as a tool. Yes, as an enhancer. Yeah. Don't be threatened by it, man.
Okay, so now should the ladies also see our goggles as an enhancer, or is that more of a threat? Are our goggles 3D, goggles as a threat as much as their toys, or what?
Would you like my rational man answer to this lady question, or my?
I like how you called it a lady question.
This feels like a trap. No, but how would you're thinking a woman should see that as some kind of assistant, like that's helping her?
Yeah. Oh, well, okay. These toys, so they will tell you, a lot of these ladies will say, hey, no, you don't have to feel threatened by these toys, these dildos or vibrators or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's an enhancement. I still need you, but this thing will help me out. Okay, great.
I guess it depends on what percentage bigger it is than you.
Yeah.
And is it a different color than your particular skin pigment? You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
I mean, it's like if you
want, if it's one of those weird color ones like purple or fucking hot pink or
that's okay. That's a little. I mean, that's better than like a 18-inch black dong.
Oh, what if she's one of these weirdos that has like one of those like weird dragon dildos or some shit like that?
Yeah, the dragon fantasy. That's more confusing to me than a turn off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can still probably take care of business with that. You know what I mean?
But you'll be confused, perplexed.
A little confused, but still, I'm a professional.
As long as her vibrator is not bigger than 5 inches, I think I'm okay.
Yeah. She's breaking out like the whatever. Oh, goddamn, I'm forgetting his name. What was it? Hangover 2? Mr. Chow. She's breaking out the Mr. Chow.
Yeah.
Like not threatened at all. Not threatened at all. Like breaks out. But I'm trying to think of like a black porn actor's name.
Oh, the Mandingo or something like that.
Yeah. It's like it's a Mandingo's replica.
Yeah.
Like, like, bring me the shears so I can, cut it out of its packaging. It's so huge.
I'm surprised. If I were a black porn star, Chris Tucker from Rush Hour, I'd be Chris Fucker. What do you think about that one?
It's really. I mean, it's
a bit on the nose.
Not. I mean,
with the pH.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that went from like a D to D plus.
Yeah. Dwayne the Cock Johnson.
You've been thinking about this, huh?
Yeah,
it sounds like
you put some time in.
It just came up. I just what's that short guy? With the
what's
rock?
That short guy? Oh, I don't know. Thanks for it's narrow it down.
Yeah, I know.
That guy, Napoleon?
No, that comedian. What's his name? I forget. Whatever.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah. Kevin
Hart. I knew you were talking about Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
And Ira says, and this conversation has taken a turn. Yes, it has. Sorry, guys.
So let's take it back to
from where? What were we even talking about?
It's all right.
We're talking nerdy video games.
Yeah, but we're gonna wrap it up. And before we do touch on the last subject, what have you been watching? Rob, go.
Okay, so I just finished watching.
Hopefully not porn related.
He already talked about this. Okay. He's filibustering.
Oh yeah,
so
right. Chris,
The League or Sunny. So we'll see.
Cut.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've been watching. I wasn't even going to talk about this, but I've been watching this show on Netflix called Mindhunter.
Oh, okay. I'm
actually watching it.
The
last few days for the second time. I watched it a couple years ago. It's 2 seasons, 20 episodes. Look at all this. This is information.
Is that a serial killer?
Yes,
it's a I don't know. I'm just kidding. It's on Netflix. It's called Mindhunter, and it's about it's based on a true story of the early days, the formation of the FBI's behavioral science unit, where they started basically, there's at some point someone at the FBI was like, we should talk to serial killers.
Yeah.
About other serial killers.
And what makes the serial killer tick?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So it's kind of like fascinating because like the subject matter of the serial killer is like, it's demented, it's crazy.
Quite.
But then also like, just like, that's how this group, all the different television shows now. And it's like, that wasn't in the FBI's playbook at all. And all of a sudden this group started, they were, they were under a lot of pressure, or they were like, almost closed down many times because it was so, I don't know which avant-garde. I don't know. That's not the right word, but so like
it's on the cutting edge.
On the cutting edge. Yeah. but there was just some guy that he was like, we should do this. We should talk to these guys because there might be patterns and we can look at things. We can start categorizing these things. So not only the subject matter of these crazy killers, but like just like how this became to be normal. Just like this is what they do, like at the FBI, when crimes go down, they start profiling people, like, not like, bank robberies, but like serial killers, things like that.
Yeah.
So it's just fascinating. So I think the show lacks a little bit, like stylistically, like it's just kind of,
It's going for substance over style.
It doesn't like,
man.
it's not going to like blow you. It's not like you got to give it a couple episodes. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Plus, it's a period piece. It's set back in the 60s, was it?
Yeah, it's like 70s, maybe
70s,
80s. So it's kind of like, well, that was the 70s and 80s, like
60s, 70s, more like it, I think.
Office interiors in the 60s, 70s, 80s were not,
nothing to write home
not
about.
colorful. Yeah, just cubicles and everything.
Bland City.
For reals. Yeah, it's a great show, man. Just, I don't know.
Hopefully it gets a third season.
No, it's over.
Damn it.
But it wraps. I mean, because it's based on a true story, so they really can't, there's plenty of shows like that are fictional.
True, but there was just
This was
something about
this is like the
way
original.
they did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ira
You
told me
watched
to
that
watch,
show? You watched the
Party
show?
Down.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We talked about that when we logged on.
Mm-hmm.
Party Down.
Yeah, Party Down's a great show that's coming back for a second season.
Stars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what
It's,
season? For real?
Yeah, it was only one season, so it's coming back for a second.
Oh, like that's Adam Scott and
yeah,
a lot of guys like you've seen, Moira, somebody.
Okay.
On to bigger and better, but yeah,
the female in that show. Are they gonna be the same actors or different?
Same with the exception of the female. She couldn't make it because of other contractual obligations. But yeah, Party Down second season. I'm looking forward to that.
There's that lady cannot be that busy.
Apparently she is, bro.
What's her name? Moira something?
I can't remember. Not off the top of my head.
No,
But
she's just cute.
She's is.
Cute. Yeah.
As for what I've been watching,
Megan Mullally is in it.
That's right. She plays I think what is it? An owner or something for another company.
And then the Hammer, Adam Carolla co-star Jane Lynch as well.
That's right.
All right, I'll check it out.
Yeah, she's really great in that show.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching The History of Comedy. It's a CNN documentary that came out a few years ago. That's on HBO Max. I'm on to episode 5, I think, right now.
Okay.
Of the first season. It's a bit old. I'm barely getting around to it, but I'm enjoying it a lot because stand-up comedy nerd. So
I remember when that came out because CNN was like, it was kind of like CNN news channel is going to start doing like prime time like programming
series.
Yeah. Haven't seen
them
it though,
now.
like I guess CNN and HBO Max, like that's just all the same company.
Yeah. So I recommend it if you're into that sort of stuff, and it's a great documentary. It's a little weird because it has like the commercial breaks, so it kind of takes you out of it. But other than that, it's good stuff.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Really, still has the commercial breaks in there, even though it was
on streaming platform. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, it's kind of like Hulu. Hulu, you pay. There's 2 different services. Commercial and non-commercial, and I think even the non-commercial, I think you sort of pay for it. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. Shout out to Quana before we go over to Rob with the plugs, how to reach out to us, get in touch with us.
All right. Well, look, you guys can reach out to me on Xbox Live. Rob 415 Rob 415 Xbox PlayStation Robert 415. Hit me up and
join this clan.
You guys join my clan. No, seriously. If you guys want to join our Facebook group, you guys can go to the Endless Ranters podcast group on Facebook. And you know what? If you're on some clan or an alliance or a guild or whatever, hit us up. Forget those hot ladies that won't sleep with us if we mention video games. You know what? Forget you guys. Well, we'll play some video games while, you guys get banged by some guys working out or something. Send us your screen name. All right. And then hit us up on social media, Instagram at Endless Ranters Podcast, Endless Ranter Podcast, Twitter, Endless Ranters. All right, Endless Ranters. I think we're going to be a little more active on Instagram, hopefully. Just give us a few days, and I swear I'm going to make some cheesy ass memes. It's going to knock your socks off.
You'll know you'll know real quick who's running our Instagram.
Yeah,
you will know. And check us out on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Also, Mo Man, you can check him out on Instagram and Twitter at How We Figure. And yeah, check us out. I don't know if there's anything else we need to plug, but
you can leave me alone on social media.
Well, look,
he doesn't need
Chris has got this. He's got a wholesome thing. He's got the kids and everything. Just don't. Okay,
he has a life.
Single moms, librarian. Send him some nudes, maybe. Maybe send him. Surprise him. You can send me whatever. I don't care. So thanks everybody. Join us next time, and we'll we're gonna get it on. What about you, Chris?
I'm gonna get it on. Thank you very much. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Awesome.
Good job, man.
Well, I'm gonna get it on. This is Rob, and then Mo Man.
Getting it on as always.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Rob. I didn't realize what we were doing there, but
heck yeah. And Mo Man took his hood off, so heck yeah.
Nah, good job, buddy.
All right.
Great
guys.
talking to you guys. Thanks everybody for listening. Yeah, it's good to see you, Ira.
Yeah,
Yes,
all right.
sir.
Everybody on Facebook, YouTube, right on. Thanks. You guys are awesome.
Thanks for watching and supporting. Don't forget to rate, comment, review, tell everyone about us.
Click everything.
Yeah, click everything.
Until next time, get it on.
Get it on.
Get it on, everybody.
Whoop, whoop.
Heck yeah, guys. We got it on today.
What was it? I haven't seen the show Chris was just talking about now. What show was I just talking about? Mindhunter?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty. Some of those shows like that, you got to be in a mood. You know what I mean? Because they are like dark.
I mean, that's one way to put it. Yeah.
Whoa. Kind of like video games. What do you like movies? If you ever watch the this is like the after show. If you guys want to watch the after show, this is me. I'm gonna get dark. What about what's that movie with Viggo Mortensen with the kid? And he's walking around. It's the road.
It's a great movie.
Dude, you got to be in the mood for that. Oh yeah, post-apocalyptic.
Yeah. You got to be. Yeah, you definitely have to be in the mood for that. That's true.
Yeah. Okay. We
I was going to say about Yelp. I don't use Yelp.
No. Okay.
I don't use it. I like to trust my instincts. I like to I'm like a detective because I see the place. I'm looking at maybe just a picture of the place, like Street View on Google. And I'm trying to put these things together. Like, how long has this place been there?
For sure.
Like, does it look busy? Does it look shitty? But if it looks really shitty, but it's been there a really long time, that's kind of tells you something, right?
Oh, for
it tells
sure.
you something like, oh, this is like the parking lot. I don't know.
I think one of Jaden's issues with it was, I think Yelp's got this kind of, or I think they've been known for kind of like a pay to play type of thing. So if you've got bad reviews,
you can't delete them or get
you got to kind of pay, and they'll kind of send the bad reviews all the way to the bottom of the page, which I believe, I understand. I just find it interesting. Look, I'm gonna read the reviews. I'm gonna read the 5-star. I'm gonna read the 4-star, or no, 5-star, 1-star, and I'm gonna make my own conclusion. If I see like the strip club review, like, oh, we were taking videos and 1-star. I'm like, no, bitch, we should know not to record the strippers on stage. All right. You probably should know that. So relax. You lose. You're the Karen here. I'm the guy that, you got to be sneaky. I take my glasses with the little camera on the corner.
You got the Google glasses on.
Google glasses. Yeah.
I wonder if that's ever going to take off, because Google Glasses came out. What was that, like 6 or 7 years ago?
It came and went. They didn't
and
take off.
just no one did it, right?
No. 'Cause
But that
nobody wanted
doesn't
to be filmed.
that doesn't well, no one wants to be filmed, but a lot of people that want to film.
Well, look,
But like
in
just
San
because
Francisco,
just because no one took it at that point doesn't
Yeah.
mean that there'll be no takers,
yeah.
5
Google
years from
has
now.
it's Google Glass, right? And then Amazon has their own version. But I do remember like you said, about 7 years ago, San Francisco, some of the San
Yeah, but
Francisco,
Amazon, they just sell shit that you can buy stuff with. It's like
yeah,
it's the Amazon Echo cigarette lighter. Like it's the Amazon Echo.
Emmy says
like
the Amazon glasses. Yeah,
everything.
Emmy says the Amazon glasses are right now for sure. Even Instagram. I mean, no, sorry, Snapchat. They have their Snapchat specs. I think they're called. I like all that technology. But we got to take Emmy, Manny, Chris. We'll go to strip club. Emmy will wear his Amazon glasses. I wear my Snapchat specs. Chris will wear his just regular glasses.
I'm gonna bring I'm gonna bring my camcorder.
With the VHS.
Bring my VHS shoulder mounted camcorder.
Yeah.
With like the semicircle, padded semicircle for my shoulder.
Yeah. Chris is gonna wear his Magnavox thing.
Yeah. Oh shit. That was the first video game console I had, was the Magnavox.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My dad decided to not to go for the Atari or the ColecoVision.
Oh man.
Or the Intellivision. He decided to go with the least popular console.
Yeah.
Because the popular consoles were tricking us.
Oh yeah. It's your dad was a hipster guy.
Tricking us into buying them.
Yeah.
It was really this Magnavox, I forget what it was called, that had like 4 games ever, like made for it. Like that was, that was gonna come true. There.
We're still waiting.
Yeah. And ColecoVision, they might have had Donkey Kong in every other game. These fancy paddles, but
not for us, not in this household.
No, that was.
Emmy says Oakley has some new ones, I guess. New glasses comes with the hunting scope built in. What the heck? Dan family of 3. Dan could probably talk about it. Hell yeah. Well, we got to have him on one of these days.
Well, think about it. Like if someone said, maybe 20 years ago, there was a technology to have a video camera like on your dashboard, right?
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
And it's like, it's cool. It'd be interesting to take some videos, whatever. No one does it. But then it becomes kind of like not only necessary, some people feel it's necessary to protect themselves from bad drivers, Then it becomes kind of like socially acceptable or something that's somewhat normal. And then everybody's, I don't know what percentage of people have dash cams, but there's a lot, judging by all the YouTube dash cam videos, montages I watch of accidents and crazy stuff. Like a lot of people have dash cams.
Yeah.
A lot of people, surprising number of people have dash cams in like the Ukraine.
Where
a lot of these like near miss videos are taken.
Oh yeah. I think it's insurance fraud,
I'll be back.
issues there.
Yeah.
But like, I actually bought my girlfriend a dash cam at one point because she got into an accident. And of course I think a couple guy wanted to dispute it. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just get you a dash cam.
Well, all of a sudden they're like $69.
Yeah.
I don't know why that number popped in my head.
$69.
But they're like, it's not really a big deal. Like it can be like a just a gift.
Yeah.
Like an easy gift for someone.
Well,
you don't even care about that much.
Have you seen those videos of I think in China there's also a lot of insurance fraud. So you'll have pedestrians jumping in front of cars that are literally stopping, and they'll just fall. Yeah. They'll kind of tap the car and they'll fall down. Yeah.
So I could see a world where Google Glass or something like that, kind of something happened, some event, something, some movement, some celebrity, where that actually becomes normal.
Oh yeah.
I mean, shit. We see your Facebook stories and all that. You're pretty much walking down the street with your phone camera on anyway, like just video and everything.
I am. I do like to, I'm like an art house Instagrammer. So I'll Instagram like a lot of art house type of pictures and videos. I take pride in that. And music,
You like the kid in American Beauty?
Oh yeah,
the
the
plastic
bag. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll film a plastic bag.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, those
though.
are fun. Yeah. Oh, good movie. I like the rose petal scene. Even though she's supposed to be playing a high schooler, and that's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just made a list somewhere, buddy.
Shoot. Oh man, can we delete this? Yeah. Emmy says that those are the funniest dash cams. Yeah, when you see the old Chinese lady and she just kind of drops in front of the car bumper. Yeah. And what about in Russia? That's why you see a lot of these meteor shots. Whenever there's a meteorite falling into Russia, you see all these different footages of the meteors just falling down. Just if for all those Superman fans, if you saw the Red Sun storyline, Superman falls in crash lands in Russia instead of Smallville, Kansas. Yeah. Emmy knows about this.
I actually own that. That's one of the two Superman comics that I do own.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't. They came into my possession. That's just that I didn't buy them.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Family of Three is saying get a dash cam. For a claims guy, get a dash cam. I don't know. I feel like some, like 50-50, it incriminates me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, at least you can look, if you get in a car crash and it's your fault, just grab the memory card and just toss it.
Right. And then it's like in your court, just like, why'd you throw the memory card away? I don't know. I generally throw them away on a regular basis.
Oh, I thought they were recyclable. I thought,
I
thought it was the cloud. Yeah, that was the cloud. It was the cloud. I thought it was a cloud. Yeah.
Literal with it.
Oh, the cloud. I was throwing it into the cloud.
I was uploading it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it could be used against me sometimes.
Oh, probably. Or what if whenever I'm doing my gypsy, real fake taxi footage movies, the fake have you seen Fake Taxi? So if I pick up like a attractive woman and
you mean
like,
the porn?
Yeah. How am I going to pay for this?
No, I haven't seen that.
No. How am I going to pay for this? Oh, don't worry about it. Can I sit in the back seat with you?
We'll work something out.
I know.
We'll work something out.
I remember as a young man being so confused by those types of videos. Like, oh, what is
like? Is that real?
Is this really happening?
Is this what?
Or you
I wish I could
realized how produced everything is.
Yeah. Are you really is that really his step sister? Yeah, it's really
some weird shit. Yeah, there's some weird like cancel. I mean, I know there's like, Ron Jeremy. Have you seen Ron Jeremy lately?
It looks weird.
I almost posted this to the group. Yeah. He looks like I don't know, like Rasputin.
Right? No, and he's lost like a lot of weight, I think, also. Right?
I just saw he was like a week ago or so. He was in he was being arraigned, or his court. All this, he's got like 800 rapes against him or something.
It's because he's got 800 films. That's why.
Yeah, and they're like jury selection, or I don't know, but they showed a picture of me like he's gone to shit, like it was real bad. Which and I'm saying this knowing that he looked bad
already
in his prime.
Yeah,
real bad, like real long gray hair, like unrecognizable.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. Hey, he stooped that low after anal raping.
I don't know.
37.
I could see a lot of buyer's remorse with Ron Jeremy.
Oh yeah.
Like, no offense, not trying to make light of it, but like,
yeah,
I could see a lot of regret.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of regret, surrounding.
Like I let that guy pay one semester.
A lot of regret surrounding this guy the next morning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lots of walks of shame. Yeah, maybe.
Some of them couldn't really walk the next morning, if you want to be honest about that.
I don't know.
Yeah. Had to limp home.
I feel like the porn industry needs to explain themselves. Like, why?
Oh,
was it? I mean, was it just like because this is the only dude that could get it up for a camera and was like willing to do this in the 70s, like
Maybe.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
or was like this is like people in the porn industry collectively were like, this guy's hot, you know what I mean, or like this is a looker. They were like, Ron Jeremy is a looker.
Look,
Maybe that was just like the collective taste
back then
among porn starlets at that time.
I mean, maybe who knows?
They should explain themselves.
Yeah, they're like the ugly uncle type, I guess.
Maybe
Pervy uncle type.
because there's no explanation for why he was like the leading male
Family of
porn-
Three said,
porn
"What are you
actor."
talking about, Spotlight?" I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. There's
I'm
no,
gonna bounce,
there's no,
guys.
yeah, man. We'll see you soon. We're, yeah.
You guys take
We
care.
should, we should probably wrap.
I'm gonna go get some food. I'm fucking hungry.
Yeah,
All
man.
right, man.
Take care. See you
Take
soon.
it easy, guys.
Later,
Yes,
man.
sir.
We'll do this. Yeah. So, anyways, Ron Jeremy.
I mean, I know it's not a nice subject, but maybe in that case, there could be like a sidebar. I don't know.
Yeah.
A sidebar where the judge is like, porn industry, explain yourself.
A lot of food bars with Ron Jeremy, if you ask me. A lot of food
Yeah.
bars. Yeah. Salad bars.
Explain yourself.
Yeah. Explain yourself.
Like that's the best they could do.
Yeah. I'm sure if he would have maybe, I don't know. He was probably attractive at one point, maybe.
I mean, I know there's like he was just dependable. He showed up, but you're telling
Family of
me
Three said he looks like Gaddafi.
you're telling me that back then there was no other man that was punctual,
Punctual, yeah.
you know, like no other.
A lot
Like
of
he
guys
was the
calling him
best.
sick.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on there.
Mhm.
I really wish I wasn't even thinking about it. Anyway,
Yeah. I think they liked a lot of the amateur, like real stuff. Like, oh no,
I was
this guy's
like
a real guy,
normal guy.
normal guy. He lives next door.
Well,
like
the women
girl
weren't. But the women were not normal. You know what I mean?
Not mentally normal.
Well, no, I mean like the women were not like average chicks at the grocery store.
They were
So
the.
I mean, I don't know. There's double standards. Some double
Yeah.
standards are a-okay, but
Oh,
like where there's a double standard with the women, they need to be 9s and 10s, but on the men, they need to be average. I mean, maybe.
Well, back then I think they were more natural, right? Weren't they? You know, they didn't.
But they were still
shave,
hot. But
yeah.
they're still like,
Yeah,
they were still hot
yeah, they were
for
attractive.
the era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of perms back then.
I guess there's a lot of
Vlad the
women-
Impaler from the Valley. Family
Women
of Three.
still get perms. Do they call them perms still?
I don't know if they call them perms. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. Oh, okay. This is a whole new episode. Okay, Ron Jeremy. Okay, let's put him on one. You know, who can we add to Ron Jeremy? Freaking my obsession. Davidson. What's his face? You know, what's
Pete
his
Davidson.
face? Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson.
Oh.
And Machine Gun Kelly. Come on, these guys are like walking petri dishes.
You know, I just realized that Machine Gun Kelly is white.
Oh, really?
I had never
Wow.
seen him before.
Yeah.
Don't know any of his work.
Yeah. He's white in whatever tattoo colored he is, you know, the
Mhm.
tattoo. Yeah. Yeah, he's white.
I also just realized that like I saw comments today on Facebook, and Ramon, he was talking about Juicy.
Oh, yeah.
It took me a while to realize they were talking about Jussie. You know,
Oh,
'cause,
just-
like
oh,
Dave Chappelle,
Dave
Juicy
Chappelle.
Smollett.
Juicy Smollett. Yeah.
I was like, who the fuck is this Juicy that
Juicy.
Ramon's talking about?
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
like,
Juicy. Yeah.
so, yeah, I know I'm pretty keen on the popular culture, but there are, you know, big things that I just have no idea. You know,
Yeah.
like
I think a lot of people
there
want to
must
see
be some
Juicy,
juice. There must be some new Juicy character out there. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
you're thinking about
splashing on the scene.
remember the velour suits that the moms would wear to the supermarkets that
Yeah,
said Juicy in the
velour.
back. Yeah. I think velour.
Was that Victoria's
think it was
Secret? Or was that
velour.
like Juicy Couture or something? Was that its
Juicy
own thing?
Couture. There you go. Yeah. Juicy Couture.
Okay,
You
I'm
know,
aware of that.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. A lot of juicy on the butts. I like that. That was before Lululemon. Thank you, Lululemon, for coming into our lives.
They make yoga pants.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, family of three says there was a local newscaster in Santa Barbara that was a doppelganger for Ron Jeremy. What? And then Emmy probably heard of Mark on Beyond what wrote? Oh, what's Reasonable
Beyond
Doubt?
reasonable doubt.
RD. Yeah.
What do you mean? Have you
Okay.
heard?
Reasonable Doubt. Okay. And then John.
But that's beyond reasonable doubt.
Yeah. Wait a minute. What do you mean beyond? Yeah. Best 15 minutes or so in the universe. Heck yeah. Best podcast, best hour in the universe. Yeah. I just want I want Mark Gargas to bring back the hotel. Didn't he do the Taco Bell hotel? The lady lackeys love Taco Bell. I think, Chris, I think it's time that the lady lackeys come back on the show again.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that today.
Yeah, yeah. I think I just put Emmy on an awkward position, but I think he would agree.
Make it happen. Be fun.
Yeah, we got to make this happen.
I remember the first time they were on, I was just, oh man, I was on like a fucking work trip from hell that day.
Oh yeah, you couldn't make it, so we got to make it next time. You got to be on.
Or I was traveling. I wasn't I was like traveling back from that trip. So.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Brian, be frank. That's the quick ones with Gary and Mark. Ah, okay. Okay. See. Okay. See. Yeah. Same. I knew that.
No, I knew that because I follow the Gary on the Twitter.
You know who I've been following is Jennifer from Lady Lackeys. Looked like she was out clubbing with Lynette. Hell yeah, man. You know, I want to go clubbing with the ladies. Man, is there like a Patreon where I can go clubbing with the ladies? Come on. I want that Patreon.
I think that's just a gentleman's club, and instead of Patreon, you just hand them the cash.
Yeah, I know. We gotta do a Patreon where they can play video games with you, Chris, and me. We'll have a guild or a clan.
I was trying to think when I had a console, like really 99% of my Xbox console time has been EA Sports. Yeah, either Madden or FIFA. Long time ago, it would have been NHL. Like all the EA Sports, NHL hockey. I did play Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption. Those were the two.
Okay.
Two like I guess first person shooters that I played. A lot too. A lot. But
well, I think Red Dead is more of a third person. Right?
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, you can see the character.
Again, okay. Yeah. Well, I think you can change your camera view, but yeah, you can see the character.
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, you can. Just like Borderlands. If you've seen that game before, it's gotten really good reviews. I've got the game, but I haven't really played much of it.
There are a lot of those games that I love to play, but yeah. If you do not have kids,
I know,
get the game time in.
Yeah, no, we're kind of spitballing here, but I think we got one of these days. Some of us, whoever listens, and ace holes and listeners, endless ranters, we gotta maybe do like a little game night here and there. I would say so.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Headsets and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was telling my son about how I think the last game I played was Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead.
I was telling him I would play like when he was a baby.
Oh shoot.
When they're a baby, they're just sleep. Like they sleep most of the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I get a couple hours in with just him in my lap asleep. Yeah. And I was like showing him like how I'd play, how I'd have the controller.
Yeah.
And how I'd hold him in my lap, and I was like how I would have the controller, and he was just fat. He loves video games, so he was just like, oh, that's awesome.
Nice. Yeah. He's like, oh, I was there.
He was like, what did you play?
Yeah.
So he's like, we were playing Red Dead Redemption together. Like, not exactly. But,
yeah.
That was the last one I played, like shooter game. But now he's getting into Madden. So
Okay,
that's
kind of
great.
like Sonny's all about sports and stuff.
Yeah, Adam's talking about his
Yeah.
movies, like he's watching all the old movies. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, there you go. Jeff, family of three, sent me this. He was a newscaster in Santa Barbara area. There you go. So he does look kind of like a Ron Jeremy type.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Normal.
There you go. Yeah, with the mustache, for sure.
Yeah. But now my son is able to play Madden and not just like an exhibition game, for 4 minutes. But I didn't realize you were showing me somebody on. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh yeah. That was it. Yeah, that's the newscaster.
So I'm looking at that like I'm like hand rigging. Like, oh yeah, I can see some Madden time in my future now.
You think you would?
Because he's like, I want to play franchise mode, career mode. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Like building a team, playing. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Broom Backhand said last game I played was RE3 remake. Haven't had a lot of game time. That's the last game I actually beat. Broom Backhand RE3. Shoot, I think you can play with both characters, and I beat the game with both characters, the male and female characters. It was fun. It was a fun game. You get to level up a gun here and there, get your chest full of items, and it's fun. It's fun. I don't have kids, but my lady has a couple. One of them is a teenager, thankfully, and the other one's a little one, but he has his own. I'm like, okay, here's the tablet. Here, play your video games. Leave me alone. So.
Yeah, my kid, my son plays a lot of video games on the tablet, which is touchscreen, which I cannot do.
Oh, okay.
Like I can't do the directional thing when it's a touchscreen. I need like a joystick.
Oh, no.
A controller.
Yeah, for sure. But
they're very like younger kids, like everything's like touch, and that's very natural to him now.
What about Chris? What about what game I hate, but the kids I think love it? Roblox.
He plays the shit out of that.
I think B Frank, his kids, play that. Yeah.
He plays Fortnite a lot.
Okay, I can see Fortnite. Yeah.
Then they get off Fortnite because like their favorite gamers or YouTubers are off Fortnite, but then they get back on it, and then they're like Fortnite again.
This is me. I bought the kid. I can relate to Gina. So when people make fun of her, it's like whatever. I can whatever. But I call the kid because he's a kid or whatever. But I've bought him games for the Switch. But then I see him play on the tablet or on the iPhone, whatever. These stupid, polygon type of Roblox. I'm like, dude, I bought you a freaking Super Mario game. I bought you Super Mario Kart. I bought you Sonic with awesome graphics. I'm like, why don't you play this? He's like, oh yeah. It's like, dude, I bought you all these games. They're like $40, $50, $60 each.
Yeah, he'll play like the games on his iPad that are like free, that are free games. And they're all over the place. A lot of range. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what game that I like? And I think kids would enjoy it if they kind of got used to it, but I liked it. Have you ever heard or seen of Plants vs. Zombies?
Yeah, I think they had that on like when you go to Chili's.
Oh, really?
A little video game, like a little touchscreen game thing.
Yeah, it's basically a tower defense game, and you understand what that type of game is, right?
I have not played it.
Okay, so a tower defense game is you have to defend your house or your castle.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that game I've watched it being played.
Yeah. So in this game, you can't let the zombies get to the house. Once they get to the house, then obviously you lose if enough of them get to your house. And
yeah.
This is it's a fun game.
Rocket League, BBA. Yeah, Jaden was obsessed with that game. Might be still.
Oh,
Roblox. Yeah, B Frank is saying his boy plays all the Roblox. Yeah, like Roblox is. It's kind of hard almost for like me to understand what it is because it's not it's not a game. It's like a platform. There's like all kinds of games within the game. And like, you could have your kid on there and they're playing a Roblox game that was created by some, 15-year-old or by some 25-year-old. Where like, all the rules are completely different. There's no gravity or like, everybody's dead. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. Like I've told you.
Or that's not weird. It's hard to understand because I'm like, what are you playing?
Is.
And he's like, Roblox. And I'm like, that doesn't look like Roblox.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, but it's this.
Mm-hmm.
And then, then he's, hey, like, these kids they try to start making you feel stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like an instinctual thing for them.
Well, what about this? I've told the kid, like, dude, okay, you like Roblox? Okay. You like Legos? Yeah. Okay. What about freaking now? I'm like, what about Minecraft? You can create your own house or castle or whatever. What about that?
I was thinking you were going to say like, you like baseball and you like throw a baseball at his face.
Yeah. His face. And we said, still daily on Call of Duty mobile, which me and him, we haven't played in a while, but we got to do this, Emmy. Even though I think I slowed him down the times that we played. Emmy was good. Emmy was a good Call of Duty mobile player. Yeah, yeah. Him and Gabe would, play sometimes. Gabe was crazy.
Roblox and Minecraft have kind of almost become the same because they're also like your kid could be playing who knows what the hell game they're playing. When they say Minecraft, it could be anything.
What speaking as a parent, which I'm not, but sometimes I hear him play the game and you can hear voices. So it's these other kids kind of playing, like voice chatting or whatever. So you want to be cautious about that, Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird as a parent, you're like, it's very different, but it's also the same. Mm-hmm. Right. Because it's different because the technology is different, but they're also like the same with like adolescents and like, there's the big kids and there's the, kind of the same risks, like you let your kid go outside and they may play with the 16-year-old that's fucking weirdo, and that curses a lot. And they might play with the kid their age that's real sweet. But just they can be exposed to so much of that, like
for sure,
rapid fire.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like I want to like not let him do that stuff, but at the same time, it's like this is the world that he needs to be prepared for.
Yeah,
like people attacking you online.
Yeah, Family of Three says yes. The chat is really dicey. For sure. That's why also unfortunately I don't like to claim racism here, racism there, but if you've got like a minority sounding screen name also on like Xbox Live or PlayStation, PSN, you'll get the whole Mexican spick or beaner or whatever. You will get that. Thankfully, like I said, mine is just Rob 415 and I'm like your average Rob. You don't have to, call my mom a border jumper or something.
It's not border jumper's son.
So yeah.
Or like
no, yeah. But Family Three says
just your average white guy Rob here.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Oh, that's a little lengthy.
Yeah. Yeah. Family Three says lots of racism, hate, varying degrees of bullying and stuff like that. But then the kid, yeah.
I've kind of broken down this like this is dangerous territory.
Okay.
So like there was a time where racial epithets were used in a very specific way to say like, like you are to like I want to make it clear like in the 50s Klansmen to like black guy like that you are inferior in a whole different level than me or whatever. But like,
yeah,
a lot of this have come down to like where it's just like, these are insults and the person that maybe will say a racial insult doesn't even really like mean it on like a racial level.
Yeah.
Like what they're really trying to do is hurt you as bad as they can.
Yeah.
Which that's not like an excuse or that doesn't make it better. But I don't know that there's like race war. I mean, it's racial, but I don't know that it's like a race versus race thing as it is like I know how to push your buttons. Like I know what's going to hurt you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that just like you would, like insult, like, like a white person to a white person to like, call someone fat or like,
Oh, for sure.
Like you lazy eyed cunt.
Yeah.
I know it's very specific, Rob.
Oh,
but,
yeah. I know.
No, but
Well,
you're trying to say
yeah.
something that is as hurtful as possible. And it's not, and it's racial, but it's not, I don't know. It's not backed up. It's not backed up by like a deeply held belief that your race, like people of your skin color are inferior to like people of my skin. Like, it doesn't make it any better. I'm just saying it's not, it's different now.
No, but like you said, they know
like
which
racists don't have integrity like they used to.
Yeah. Come on, racists.
You
need to, let's get back
they just don't have the commitment and the belief.
No.
Yeah.
We need to get back, make America racist again? No.
I'm just saying, like that's like an instinctual, like a moment right there. Like someone just cut you up in traffic, and the thing that pops into your head is the most hurtful thing you can think of. It's not something that you believe is true, right? It's not necessarily something you believe is true. It's not something that you believe is like, I'm going to say this and now this person should be struck by lightning. It's just like, you're just trying to think in that moment of like the most hurtful thing possible.
Yeah. Like my lady will say, oh, of course it was a woman. Like she will say stuff like that, like driving. Cause she's a good driver, but she'll kind of throw a comment. Oh yeah, it was a woman. Of course. I'm like, hey, that's my line.
I'm just saying, like when people are angry at each other, we say things that are meant to hurt. Like not, that not necessarily like, that come from like the very depths of our beliefs, I don't know.
Yeah. Even if you don't mean it. Yeah.
I think I might be onto something there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. People will. And kids, even kids back, middle school, whatever, they'll say things. If you're slightly overweight, they'll call you fat, or if you don't have enough money, they'll make fun of the fact that you're poor. You're just poor. Look at your shoes. Don't get me started on my middle school bullying with my British Knights. Don't get me started.
I think I'm onto something here. British Knights.
Yeah. Do not get me started.
BK. Yeah. Like it's not, it can be an insult. It can be a racial insult without it being like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. With it really is just trying to be as hurtful as possible on a very superficial level.
Well, look, us racists, we need to get back to our racist roots. Let's get back to our racist roots, guys.
Yeah. If you don't really believe it in your heart, don't say it.
No. Yeah. If you don't really think that I crossed the border, don't tell me that I crossed the border.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't. But yeah. Bro, going back on BK Ratch Tech or the Ratch Tech British Knights. Is that what they called it? Ratch Tech? BK, yeah. My mom years ago, she
put
said
the profile together on BBH.
Yeah, right.
Owned the British Knight Ratch Tech shoes.
my mom gave me, I was going to go with one of my best friends from childhood. I was, I don't know, like 10 years old, 8 years old. And we're going to go to the flea market. And my mom goes, here's $20, buy yourself a pair of shoes. I quote, those were her words. So I went and I found a pair of British Knights. And I was like, oh, these look nice. These Knights look nice. The tip of the shoe on the rubber on the tip, they had like 5 little bumps. I'm like, oh, cool. So when I kick the ball, when I play kickball, it's going to go even farther. So I got those bumps
when I played kickball.
Yeah.
During the kickball season of 1997.
Yeah. B. Frank said Doc Martens with the white laces. I don't know, B. Frank. Who? I thought they were just for the chicks that like chicks, Doc Martens. Or the KKK, the skinheads. Didn't the skinheads wear Doc Martens? I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Or the punks. Remember the punks back in the early 80s? The punk rockers.
I remember being confused about British Knights shoes, like the BK, and at the same time it was Burger King.
Yeah.
Like Burger King. I don't know if Burger King is as popular as it was. Like in Texas, in North Texas here, Burger Kings are very rare.
Really?
Yes, really.
Well, what about Jack in the
You
Box?
seem so sincerely interested in this. Ron.
No. I mean,
Like, really?
Burger King is the McDonald's competition. So you would think that,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
it is. But I think it's like that flatters them a little bit just because the number of restaurants. Like McDonald's is probably like shit. Burger King.
They're like, oh, that's cute.
You're not in our league.
Yeah.
You're more in like Popeye's chicken league.
Popeyes.
You know what I mean? In the fast food softball league.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember being confused about that. Also British Knights. I'm like, what? British Knights, like athletic footwear. This is not, there's not a connection for me.
Yeah. Knights with the K,
Like,
and Knights.
yeah, like British people, they're not, NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, not littered with British people.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
no,
not a lot of British athletes.
Since we're nationalistic people, we're nationalists. We're the part of the nationalist party. Am I right, Chris?
Yeah, I'm starting to get angry about this British Knights bullshit. And
like, we don't want to.
I don't know what they thought they were doing.
Yeah. Screw the. Yeah, whatever.
There probably were, if there wasn't a Facebook back then, but there probably were a lot of dudes like, we fought a war. We fought a war to not have these British Knight shoes. So
notice how I stopped myself when I said screw the Queen. I was afraid. I'm still afraid.
I don't think the Queen's got
the British are coming. The British are coming.
Was that a sex joke?
No, that was a 1776 joke.
I don't think the Queen got a lot of, clout these days.
No, especially with Prince Harry's girlfriend. There's a lot of friction in there.
Well, that's a bright spot for me because I feel like really transparent what she was trying to do. Her and Prince Harry.
Yeah,
Who's
Prince Harry.
Okay.
And then William is the older one.
And it seems like,
I mean, what?
Like they're not being, like they're being pretty rejected. They're being rejected by American society, I think.
Yeah.
Like they're really trying as hard as they can. They've got lots of publicity firms like pushing them all over the place, but it seems to me that we're not having it.
Yeah.
And we're not like, we're not trying to murder them. And they're making their living. They're fine, but like it's also pretty clear, like, no. It's like we don't want this. And then it's also like, so I kind of feel sorry for them in a way, because I think they have these ideas like that they're going to use this royalty. They're going to use this to like parlay this into like some level of importance.
Yeah.
And they're really forcing it. And most people are like, no. Something doesn't seem right about these people. Something doesn't seem right about her.
Yeah. Well,
and I find her attractive.
Oh yeah. She's
yeah.
Like,
more than just like, but yeah, she's, I don't know, something about her. She's hot, but she's super annoying, like super.
Oh, I thought, I thought you were more.
Something's not off there. Something's off.
Okay. See, now more of, I'm more on your side now. I thought you were kind of sympathizing.
I'm saying, and with this attraction level,
yeah,
I still think like, something's really not right with this lady.
Yeah.
And he's just, he's in a bad spot.
Oh yeah. He thought it was a little exciting to hook up with her, but now
he's like,
you really hooked up. He's like, oh crap.
I gave up all that and I'm P-whipped.
Yeah. You know who makes fun is Kyle Dunnigan. He does a good job of fun. Yeah, like a P-whipped version of him and her, Kyle Dunnigan.
Yeah.
Which one of his people responded to me on one of my Instagram comments because he posted something, and I'm like, "Hey, dude, when are you coming back to San Francisco? I saw you at the Punchline a couple years ago." And then one of his people, girlfriend or I don't know, a coworker or something, partner. She responded and she said, "Oh, he's coming in May." So I'm like, "Hell yeah!" I'm like, "Right on, thanks." Let me mention. I forgot her name. Oh, Jessica. Oh, I forget. Jessica Montes. She works with him. She does some work with him. Producer Jessica Montes on Jessica D Montes on Instagram. So she said he's coming to May. I'm like, hell yeah, he'll be there May 20th. Check his website for tickets, of course. So funny guy. So he does a good Prince Harry and what's her name?
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, he's good.
But anyway, it's nice that we're rejecting her. I mean, they're always going to have like some group that adore them because they're famous or whatever. But
yeah,
it does seem like public opinion is no, get out. But they don't have anywhere to go because their home, his home country is like, no, don't come back.
Oh yeah, they got kicked out, right?
Yeah,
sort of.
I don't know. Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'd be interesting because I got a lot of theories about when the Queen dies, what happens. Like, do people transfer their affection towards Prince Charles or whatever? Because even though he's been, not popular at all for a long time.
Yeah. A big-eared freak. Yeah.
Yeah. And then or I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. The royal family. They're popular, but they're not my bag, baby.
I like the show The Crown. Have you watched The Crown?
No, but is that with Gillian Anderson from X-Files? Is that her?
She might be in it.
Yeah, or is that?
Yeah, I think she is in it because they change the actors every season, whatever.
Oh, really?
I think she might have been Margaret Thatcher.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, got it.
It's kind of interesting because it is like it's a weird thing where you have all the money in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Power, whatever, but it's like you're also like trapped. You're completely trapped.
Is it like Scarface? Money, power, respect?
I don't know. Yeah. Yes, it's exactly like that.
Thank you.
right down to the accents.
I think that's what he said. Like, he goes, in life, you only have three things: money, power, respect.
That was pretty good. Yeah, it took a toll on your larynx there.
Yeah,
it's just kind of interesting because it's like a trade-off.
Okay.
Like they could have, and there's nothing in the world that they can't just have, except for like privacy. Like so. It's interesting.
Well,
it's like a Twilight Zone, almost like a Twilight Zone episode. Like,
okay,
like you can have everything in the world, but you will have no privacy. You'll have like armies of people speculating about every aspect of your life all the time.
Who I admire, but I feel sorry for is Keanu Reeves. He's right. He's like in the eye, like everybody's watching him. He takes the subway. He, feeds the homeless. He has a sandwich in the park and stuff like that. But everyone's always taking pictures. I don't know. I would feel a little uncomfortable, but everyone says, from what we see, he's a good guy, but he doesn't have that privacy when he's out there in public. Keanu Reeves, Well,
there's a weird thing too, because you could also choose not to care. Like you could literally have an army of reporters, whatever, tabloid writers making shit up about you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't read a word of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, what about
literally like not like say you don't care, but like literally just don't care. Like, it can be like it does.
Oh, for sure. But
so it's a weird thing.
What if when they follow you, there's some the paparazzis, they'll follow you until you get into your car. There's a video of Tobey Maguire where he's like, I'm freaking trying to get into, trying to drive away. And then, the flashing lights are in his way. And then he's about to run someone over, but he supposedly can't see them because of all the flashing lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's also like the monarchy over there, like they can't ignore it. So, so it's not, can't really say that they really can't ignore it. They have to kind of be aware of it,
Yeah.
because if they don't, like, they ignore it, things get out of, they'll be hung.
Well,
they have to kind of pay
about,
attention, and they have to like put out press releases and all that shit. Like Keanu Reeves, if you're like an actor, that's a little bit different, because you could probably get pretty close to choosing to ignore it completely and living your life, not caring, whatever.
Yeah. But what about this? If there's anyone that knows about the British people, what about Buckingham? What is it? Palace?
Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, isn't that the British White House, and isn't it like street level? There's just those two fancy soldiers that's standing in front of the door, but anybody can drive by there. Unlike the White House, there's like a big lawn with the fence.
I'm sure not as much. I've been there. I've seen the changing of the guard.
Okay.
Like I felt like you could get close. I was a pedestrian. I was backpacking in Europe at that point, but you could get close walking if you could. I mean, I'd safe to say if you could get within 100 yards of the car in the early 90s, it's probably make that a mile. I'm sure it's not. You can't get as close with a vehicle as you used to be able to get. But
by the way, I got it wrong. I got Scarface line wrong. Family of Three says, first you get the woman, then you get the power, then you get the world.
Your larynx
the world is
busted.
yours. Yeah, I know. Like, yeah. Okay. There's so many episodes all in one that I can kind of elaborate on. What's that show with the musical with the sharks and the tonight, what is it, guys? The musical with the Puerto Ricans versus the white guys.
Oh, not actually sharks.
Yeah, no,
West Side Story. West Side Story.
Yeah, West Side Story. Yeah, have you seen
there's a shark? It's like where?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen the trailers where it's like their accents are still so thick? Like, dude, I don't know any Latinos out there that speak so thick out there.
Well, Sofia Vergara.
Oh no. Okay, dude, don't get me started. I cannot stand her because I can go off. We'll talk about this next week.
There's a fine line between incredibly sexy and annoying as fuck.
She plays it, dude. She plays it up. She plays her accent up, and she's made. I think I did a post about it. I'm not sure. Sometimes my posts are unpopular because I'll be a little too honest. Like she will make herself sound like a clown with, Modern Family. If she's saying honey, but she's like honey, oh, dinner's ready, honey. I'm like, it's honey. Just say it's honey. But honey, dinner's ready. I'm like, I know you don't talk like that. Okay, yes, you're making yourself out to be like a kind of like a clown. Now, if you see footage of her on Ellen, YouTube that, and you'll see how Ellen will make fun of her and her accent. And then she lets Ellen make fun of her. Okay, this is it. Remind me next week. I'm going to talk about Sofia Vergara. I'm done. She's canceled.
Yeah.
West Side Story.
What if she calls you in between now and then?
I'll be like, I'll smash. Oh, yeah. You can call me honey anytime you want.
For older folks, I feel like the precursor to Sofia Vergara was Maria Conchita Alonso.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Oh, she was
on like Running Man,
Predator Part 2.
Was she in?
She was.
Okay. Yeah, just like I think her accent might have been more authentic, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
If you go back and watch Running Man, the movie with her in it, she almost ruins it. Almost ruins it.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Well, she was in Predator 2. Oh, remember her in Colors? Colors.
Oh yeah,
Colors,
I think I saw that in the theater. Did not understand
really?
it. Did not know what was happening.
I remember Sean Penn. He spray painted his Cholo kid in the face.
Yeah, did
because he
not
was doing graffiti.
did not understand the greater social implications of the movie Colors.
Oh,
I thought thought I was going to see an edgy cop, cop drama,
yeah.
cop crime drama. Didn't realize I was going to see serious commentary on racial wars in LA.
Well, look, our friend Jaden talked about one of her movies, Touch and Go. It's literally one of his favorite movies.
That's her.
And that's
with Michael
her.
Keaton.
With Michael Keaton.
Okay.
And she kind of plays a deadbeat mom there because she's sleeping with Michael Keaton and working and then sleeping with him again and working. And then her like 12-year-old son is just,
I wonder if she tried out. I wonder if she tried out for Modern Family. I wonder if that's knowable.
I can see. I would take her accent over Sofia Vergara. Just not the boobs. I'll switch the boobs or something.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. You've triggered me, Chris.
Yeah. You can. Oh no, I'm watching I'm on the YouTube. So below you had that. Yeah, you're holding that up for a long time.
Oh, I was just in case, just got to make sure you saw it.
All right. Yeah, I got to take a leak. So it's time to go.
All right, guys. Be Frank, Broom Backhand, Emmy. Check out Lady Lackey's out there.
Mm-hmm.
We got to have them on soon. Mindy Spring, Celeste, my friend Celeste, Ira, the Schwartz. Thanks for everybody who was on, and Jeff Lee, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So,
yeah, man.
Until next time.
Good chatting with you, buddy.
All right, you too, man.
Right.
It was fun.
See you soon. Take care, buddy.
See you soon. You too, man. Take
Later.
care. See you guys. Peace.